I never thought I'd be standing in the morgue that day, looking down at another patient who died too young from a completely preventable disease. Sarah was only 42. Heart disease, diabetes, all of it could have been avoided. That's when I made a decision that changed everything. I'm Dr. Grace Thompson, and what I'm about to share with you could literally save your life and your bank account at the same time. Let me be straight with you. After 15 years of practicing medicine, I've seen the same pattern repeat itself hundreds of times. People think eating healthy is expensive, so they fill their carts with processed garbage that's slowly killing them. But here's what the food industry doesn't want you to know. I've cracked the code on exactly 21 items that will transform your health without emptying your wallet. And what I discovered about the first item on this list absolutely shocked me. Now let's talk about what I consider the most perfect food on the planet. Every morning in my kitchen, I reach for eggs, and there's a scientific reason why. Each egg gives you 6 grams of complete protein plus vitamin D, B12, and selenium. In my practice, I've watched patients lose weight, build muscle, and feel satisfied longer just by adding eggs to their daily routine. The secret? That protein keeps hunger away, which means you'll stop reaching for expensive junk food by mid-morning. Buy the biggest carton you can afford and keep them cold. Scramble them, boil them for grab and go snacks, toss them in fried rice, or bake with them. At just pennies per serving, eggs deliver more nutritional punch than supplements costing 50 times as much. But wait until you hear what happens when you pair eggs with the next item I'm about to reveal. Here's something most doctors won't tell you because they simply don't know. Brown rice is a game changer, and I've seen it stabilize blood sugar levels in my diabetic patients better than some medications. Unlike that white rice sitting on the shelf, brown rice keeps all the good stuff, the fiber, vitamins, and minerals your body desperately needs. A bulk bag feeds your family for weeks and costs less than a single takeout meal. My secret? Cook huge batches and freeze individual portions. Now you've got instant healthy rice whenever you need it. Use it under stir fries, mix it with beans, add it to soups, or make fried rice with leftover vegetables. The complex carbohydrates release energy slowly, keeping you full for hours and killing those cravings that destroy your budget. This grain does something remarkable to your metabolism, but it works even better when combined with what I'm about to show you next. Let me share something that changed my own grocery bill forever. Dried beans are hands down the cheapest protein you can buy, and the health benefits are absolutely incredible. One bag costs $2 and explodes into enough servings to feed you all week. In my clinic, patients who eat beans regularly have lower cholesterol, better digestion, and they lose weight without even trying. The combination of protein and fiber keeps you satisfied for hours. Here's my method. Soak them overnight, cook a big batch, then freeze portions in containers. Throw them in soups, tacos, salads, or mash them for refried beans. Black beans, pinto beans, kidney beans, chickpeas. The variety means you'll never get bored. Replace meat with beans twice a week and watch your grocery bill drop dramatically while your energy soars. But this next protein source is where things get really interesting. Let me tell you about the vegetable I prescribe more than almost anything else. Carrots are nutritional powerhouses that cost practically nothing and last for weeks in your fridge. They're packed with beta carotene that your body converts to vitamin A for healthy vision and a strong immune system. Skip those baby carrots and buy the big bag of whole ones for maximum value. Wash them, peel them, and cut them into sticks for snacking. Shred them for salads, roast them with olive oil, or add them to soups and stir fries. Even picky eaters love the natural sweetness of cooked carrots. Raw carrots give you that satisfying crunch that stops you from reaching for expensive chips later. But the next vegetable is the one that truly surprised me with its hidden benefits. I'm about to share something that most people completely ignore in the produce section. Cabbage is criminally underrated, and one head can feed your entire family multiple meals for just $2. It's loaded with vitamin C, vitamin K, and compounds that improve digestion and fight inflammation. Slice it thin for coleslaw, chop it for stir fries, add it to soups, or roast it in wedges until crispy. You can maw green and purple varieties work the same way, though purple adds beautiful color. This sturdy vegetable stores for weeks without spoiling, making it one of the smartest purchases you can make. Now let's move to the pantry staples that change everything. Here's a secret from my own kitchen that saves me hundreds every month. Canned tomatoes should be in your cart every single week. They cost about $1 per can and form the foundation for pasta sauces, chili, soups, and stews. The tomatoes are picked at peak ripeness, so they actually have more nutrients than most fresh tomatoes shipped from far away. Keep several cans in your pantry so you can make quick meals without extra store trips. Crush them by hand for rustic sauce or blend them smooth. Add them to rice dishes, curries, or use them for homemade pizza sauce. The lycopene in tomatoes becomes more powerful when cooked, making canned versions even healthier. Buy store brands and save extra money without. Let's talk about something I eat literally every single day. Peanut butter is one of the cheapest protein sources you can find, and a large jar gives you dozens of servings for just a few dollars. It's packed with protein, fiber, and healthy fats that keep you energized for hours. Natural peanut butter with just peanuts and salt is healthiest, but regular peanut butter works fine on a budget. The combination of protein and fat stabilizes your blood sugar and prevents those energy crashes that make you grab junk food later. This leads perfectly into another pantry essential that works beautifully with peanut butter. I'm going to let you in on something that surprised even me. Frozen mixed vegetables are just as nutritious as fresh produce, but they cost way less and last for months without spoiling. The vegetables are flash frozen at peak ripeness, locking in all the vitamins and minerals. One large bag gives you numerous servings for just a few dollars. Keep several bags in your freezer and add them to any meal without thawing. Throw them in soups, stews, stir fries, pasta, or omelets. Microwave them as a side dish in minutes. No more guilt about fresh produce rotting in your fridge. This eliminates waste and makes your budget stretch further. And speaking of kitchen essentials, these next two items are absolute must-haves. Every meal I cook starts with these two flavor foundations. Onions are incredibly affordable year-round, and a bag lasts for weeks when stored properly. They contain beneficial compounds that support heart health and reduce inflammation. Sauté diced onions as the base for soups, stews, sauces, and stir-fries. Slice them for burgers or caramelize them slowly for a sweet topping. Then there's garlic, the flavor powerhouse that costs less than $1 per bulb. Garlic has been used medicinally for centuries, supporting immune function and heart health. Buy whole bulbs instead of pre-minced jars for better flavor and value. Peel and mince fresh cloves, then add them to virtually any savory dish. Roasting whole cloves makes them sweet and spreadable, while raw garlic provides the most intense flavor and health benefits. Store garlic in a cool, dry place and it lasts for weeks. These two ingredients transform simple meals into something special. Let me tell you about a food that does incredible things for your gut health. Yogurt provides protein, calcium, and beneficial probiotics that support digestion and immune function. Buy large containers of plain yogurt instead of individual flavored cups to save serious money and control sweetness. Eat it for breakfast with fruit and granola. Use it in smoothies. Substitute it for sour cream, or use it in marinades for tender meat. Greek yogurt has more protein, keeping you fuller longer. Those live active cultures maintain a healthy gut, which affects everything from your mood to your immune system. And this brings me to another daily staple. Here's something I use every single day in my kitchen. Olive oil is an essential cooking fat that supports heart health and adds rich flavor to everything. Yes, the upfront cost seems high, but one bottle lasts for months, making it very economical per use. Olive oil contains healthy fats that can help reduce bad cholesterol when used instead of saturated fats. Use it for sautéing vegetables, roasting meats and vegetables, making salad dressings, or drizzling over finished dishes. This works beautifully with the next item. Finally, let me tell you about the most filling vegetable available. Potatoes cost almost nothing per serving, and a 5-pound bag provides numerous meals for just a few dollars. They contain vitamin C, potassium, and resistant starch when cooked and cooled, which supports digestive health. Bake them until crispy outside and fluffy inside. Boil and mash them with milk and butter. Cut them into wedges and roast them, or slice them thin for homemade oven-baked chips that cost pennies. Leftover cooked potatoes can be diced for breakfast hash browns or added to soups,